Yeah, this is Paul. Yeah, this is video 9 of 9. Yes. And I was reading here my right to privacy. Yes. The basic right, which includes a prohibition of the Fourth Amendment against unreasonable search and seizures. Yeah. Will clearly be increasingly difficult to maintain a highly complex society with the growth of electronic listening devices. Many responsible persons who are experts on such devices are deeply, just a second, concerned over the threat they represent to the privacy of all of us. Now, in the last video, I gave the example of your piss shit and gotta find out what I've been thinking orgasm system. Pow! Your clones, your implants, and the use of my sons as your top secret communication system that has been abusing them for the last 6 years. Now, I'm going to want to know every cybercrime, every person that's had this operating system, every person that had to read my urine, my defecation, or any and all ejaculations. Now, each and every time that I had a patentable innovation, it violated patenting laws and is effectively espionage and the abuse of children that are being used to spy on citizens. Now, I'm thinking that when I was interviewed, when I was arrested on January 4th, somebody put a clone on me, officer. And I'm thinking that when I went to the hospital and I had a bronchial infection and I took the ambulance, pow, 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 right before somebody put a clone on me. Now, when you consider every clone that has been on myself or my family, every fish twin, any and all things that might have known anything that I've seen, said, thought, anything that I've felt, all of them are really electronic listening devices. Now, I know I just nodded my nose. I'm sorry to say that. But my nose knows. Now, as you go through the IP addresses, the telephone numbers of all the mandatory reporters that have that tort legal obligation and duty to report child abuse. Anytime there's been a clone on my sons, they've been wrapped with broadband, they've been sewn together, they've been used by those that have the legal obligation for the enforcement of the law. Really, what you did was violate the privacy of 5 children that are American citizens. That's abuse. Now, as their dad, every time I find that any corporation, any United Nations employee, any oath, badge, or attorney, any mandatory reporter, and any and all employees of any union that have any knowledge of what my sons have said, seen, tasted, thought, anything involving children, it's all child abuse. Now, I'm going to want the laws of the United States enforced today, and I'm going to want to know every listening device outside of just the use of clones, teeth implants, breast implants, biochips, or chromium. Pow, 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 pow. I'm going to want to know of all of those in the last 8 videos? Do they have any bugs in their house? Any actual frequencies, electronic devices that can hear what people are saying without their knowledge that they're being listened to? I'm going to want to know any webcams that nobody talked about. I didn't even know there was a webcam there. I'm going to want to know anything put in any personal residence or business without there being a sign saying you're under surveillance or your conversations being recorded. So give me all the listening devices.